not just a game, it's Nintendo.
When you hear the name Nintendo, what comes to mind? Mario racing through colorful tracks, Link exploring vast lands, or Pikachu sparking to life? For more than 4 decades, Nintendo has shaped the video game industry in lasting ways. Yet its story began long before screens and controllers. To understand Nintendo's identity, we need to go back to its origins in 19th century Japan. In 1889, in Kyoto, Fusajiro Yamauchi founded a small company called Nintendo Capywise. The business produced handcrafted Hanafuda playing cards used for traditional Japanese games. These cards were carefully designed and quickly gained popularity. Over time, Nintendo became a respected name in the local card market, supplying customers across different segments of society, including gambling circles. For decades, Nintendo focused almost entirely on playing cards. The company grew steadily and became one of the largest card manufacturers in Japan. In 1959, it signed a licensing agreement with the Walt Disney Company to print Disney characters on its cards. The collaboration was commercially successful and expanded Nintendo's reach to families and younger audiences. By the 1960s, leadership had passed to Fusajiro's grandson, Hiroshi. He recognized that the playing card market had limited long-term growth. Seeking new opportunities, he experimented with diversification. Nintendo tried ventures including a taxi service, instant rice products, and even love hotels. Most of these businesses performed poorly, teaching the company difficult but important lessons. Amid these setbacks, Nintendo began exploring toys and electronic entertainment. A maintenance engineer named Gunpei Yokoi played a key role in this shift. In 1966, he developed the Ultra Hand, an extendable grabbing toy inspired by a simple device he had seen in a factory. The Ultra Hand sold more than 1 million units and provided much-needed financial stability. Encouraged by this success, Hiroshi Yamauchi invested further in toy development. Yokoi created additional products such as the Love Tester and light gun-based games that used optical sensors. These early experiments helped Nintendo build expertise in electronics and interactive design. Gradually, the company transitioned from traditional card manufacturing toward technology-driven entertainment. In the 1970s, Nintendo entered the arcade market. After distributing and adapting existing games, the company began producing original titles. One pivotal moment came when Hiroshi Yamauchi assigned a young designer Shigeru Miyamoto to create a new arcade game for the struggling American branch. The result was Donkey Kong. Released in 1981, Donkey Kong introduced structured levels, distinct characters, and simple narrative context. Its protagonist, initially known as Jumpman, would later become Mario. The game performed strongly in arcades and established Nintendo as a serious developer. It also marked the beginning of character-driven game design that would define many of the company's future successes. In 1983, Nintendo launched the Family Computer, or Family Computer, in Japan. Despite early hardware issues that required a recall, the system became widely adopted. In 1985, a redesigned version was introduced in North America as the Nintendo Entertainment System. At a time when the American console market was recovering from a crash, the NES restored consumer confidence. The NES was supported by carefully curated software and strict licensing policies, including the Nintendo Seal of Quality. Its library featured titles such as Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda. These games established enduring franchises and demonstrated how home consoles could deliver deep, replayable experiences. During the late 1980s and early 1990s, Nintendo expanded its reach. The Game Boy, designed under Gunpei Yokoi's philosophy of using mature technology creatively, popularized handheld gaming worldwide. Bundled in many regions with Tetris, the system achieved broad appeal beyond traditional gaming audiences. In 1990, Nintendo released the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. With improved graphics and audio capabilities, it hosted influential titles such as Super Mario World and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. The system reinforced Nintendo's reputation for strong first-party development and polished gameplay design. As the industry shifted toward 3D graphics, Nintendo introduced the Nintendo 64. Unlike competitors that adopted CD, Nintendo continued using cartridges, which limited storage but offered faster load times. The console produced landmark titles such as Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which influenced 3D game design standards. In the early 2000s, the GameCube faced intense competition and achieved modest sales. However, Nintendo found renewed success in handheld gaming with the Nintendo DS. Its dual screens and touchscreen controls attracted diverse audiences and expanded the definition of who games were for. In 2006, Nintendo released the Wii, focusing on motion controls rather than technical power. The system reached households that had never owned a console, emphasizing accessibility and social play. Its successor, the Wii U, introduced a tablet-style controller but struggled commercially due to marketing challenges and limited third-party support. Nintendo rebounded in 2017 with the Nintendo Switch, a hybrid system that functions as both a home console and portable device. Launched alongside The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, it achieved strong global sales and sustained momentum. The Switch demonstrated Nintendo's continued commitment to flexible design and distinctive software experiences. From handcrafted cards in Kyoto to hybrid consoles used worldwide, Nintendo's history reflects adaptation and long-term vision. The company has navigated setbacks, competition, and changing technologies while maintaining a focus on accessible entertainment. Its characters and worlds have become part of popular culture across generations. What's your favorite Nintendo memory? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through gaming history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos. We'll see you in the next one.